Hi there, my name is Beck, and these are Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. I have been listening to the latest Big Finish release in the Time Lord Victorious multi-platform, multi-dimensional story, which isn't very good, really, quite frankly. This release isn't bad. It's not bad. It's the enemy of my enemy, I think is what it's called. As well, it's not as bad as the first one. Anyway, it's not. There are good bits to it. There are things to recommend it. Overall, is not a recommend. The whole Time Lord Victorious thing has not really worked out very well. Sadly, and now we're seeing it unfold. It's pretty clear why. It hasn't worked out very well. So anyway, I'm going to be reviewing this release. It stars Paul McGann and the Daleks and Nicholas Briggs playing lots of people and a few other people. I guess I'll look at the cast when it gets reviewed. Before we get there though, I'm going to ask you something new today. Normally I ask you to like, share and subscribe and hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. I am pathetically and insanely grateful for everybody who subscribes. If you subscribe, of course, you can enter my my weekly competition. The prize this week is the Mummy DVD collection box set. What's it called again? The Mummy collection. It's the first two Mummy movies, starring Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, and bunch of other people. All you need to do to win it, subscribe to the channel, subscribe it in the comments, leave the hashtag Imhotep. Go check the video notes and it'll tell you everything you need to know. But check the video notes as well, because I have an exciting thing going on. I have my Comicsgate Indigo. It's a Comics Indiegogo. I just like Comicsgate. I am 4 in the bag for the Comicsgate call. So yeah, I have my Comicsgate Indiegogo. The sign-up list just opened up. So again, in the video notes here, I'm going to show you what it's for. It's for not one, but two freaking awesome graphic novels. One is like it's about 180 pages of story. It's big, biblical. It's a big one, and that's I would say the more serious one. It's got the kind of same feel as a Vertigo book, I think one of the earlier Vertigo books. And the other book is called The Imperium. The Imperium, which is essentially a supergroup containing a monkey in a spacesuit. You've got to have a monkey in a spacesuit. James Bond, Emma Pill, Patrick Travers, Doctor Who, and the Black Slab from 2001. What more can anybody ask for? So anyway, the sign-up list is there. Even if this is something that you would not normally buy, go and hit the link. Join the mailing list. It's a numbers game, really. It's a numbers game. Now listen, if you join the mailing list, there's something I can offer you, because everybody joining the mailing list and making any purchase whatsoever gets 1 or 4 art cards. 4 art cards that I'm going to in a range called For the Male Gaze. For the Male Gaze. So the first one in these art cards is this one. It's got a bit of a space 1999 theme. The basic premise of this entire series is my masturbatory fantasies from when I was 13, which were invariably genre related. So yeah, we got a bit of Space 99 action going on over here. I was a big comic book fan, so yeah, we have to have some Judge Anderson. Look at that, freaking awesome! I love that bit. We have a James Bondy one. The James Bondy one is called Keeping the British End Up. I do like the little titles I get. Keeping the British End Up. This one's called Party Like It's 1999. And don't even think it's a done. But of course, my favorite, the one that my heart has been stolen by is this one over here, the one of Perry. The name of the card is No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. If you get any order whatsoever, any purchase, you get one of these cards for free. The card of your choice. You can actually buy all 4. I guess if you sign up early and you get the package with all four cards, I'll make another one. I don't know what that'll be yet. Maybe a Victoria Waterfield one that will drive the crazy people crazy, because I do kind of enjoy driving crazy people crazy. Anyway, let's get back to Time Lord Victorious. Time Lord Victorious, the enemy of my enemy. So Time Lord Victorious just isn't really working out very well. It's supposed to be like a multi-platform story that just expands, but it's just been horribly mismanaged. That's the best way I can go. Horribly mismanaged. Essentially, the core story is these 2 books, these 2 novels, which are kind of novellas, from what I understand. First one's already out. The second one is coming out, I think, in a few weeks. And essentially, it takes David Tennant's Doctor and makes him Time Lord Victorious, and he wants to eliminate death from the world from the universe, and so he wants to eliminate this race called the Cthulhu that define people's lifespan, right? So that, and then when he goes there, he's met by two big fleets, one a Dalek fleet with Paul McGann's Doctor, and one vampire fleet that meets with Christopher Eccleston's Doctor. So I guess the vampire story is going to be in the Doctor Who magazine comic strip, but the Dalek one, I'm assuming is going to come from Big Finish. Now, this thing has like little tributaries going everywhere, and they just don't really match up very well. So you had Titan Comics coming in, and they did another David Tennant story, but not the Time Lord Victorious, but not him being Time Lord Victorious David Tennant, being other David Tennant, and the Daleks don't know about the Time War, and they kidnap him to get into this archive of weapons so they can beat these big blobby, mud-like monsters. And at the end, he leaves, and they go, maybe we'll try with Paul McGann's Doctor, which I guess this is what kind of segs into it. So this is the second full cast audio from Big Finish. I know this is very very complicated. And it's the third audio from Big Finish. The first one is the best one so far in Time Lord Victorious, which is Master Thief and can't remember what the other is. It's a short trips, two short trip stories with the Master, one Alien Master, one Delgado Master, performed by John Carshaw. Really good release. It's cheap as well. It's like $4.99. So the second one was just awful. Second one wasn't very good at all. But now I heard the third one, it was such a wasted opportunity because you had to set it up to get to the second one, and there's so much exposition missing from this, weirdly missing from it, that it doesn't. You got to kind of fill it in yourself, and it's kind of annoying that you got to do that, and you got And you get the feeling that the exposition that they missed out was stuff they got from a brief from BBC Studios. So this segment's got to do this. So basically, the premise is the Daleks and the Eighth Doctor have to team up, and they never really explain why. There's like all these changes going on throughout the universe that races that didn't exist are suddenly existing, races that did exist suddenly aren't, and time is being warped and changed, and so they recruited the Doctor, and it's not really clear why in this Time Squad, and it's these recurring Dalek characters that we've seen throughout a lot of time with Victoria. So that's like a nice continuity thread, but that's clearly the thread they were given by BBC Studios. We got to put it, and that stuff is really good. You got the dialogue sparking between the McGann's Doctor and the Dalek Time Squad. So you got the Dalek strategist, which is like an interesting character. He's a Dalek that for some reason has been put into an old casing, and he's not very well regarded, but he is. You got the Dalek execution, you got the Dalek commander, I'm just touching on what makes this thing. One of the things that makes the thing fall apart completely is that you're just missing so much information. You're missing why is this Dalek strategist in this old casing? And I've read pretty much everything in Time Lord Victorious right now, apart from that main book. And nothing's really, as far as I know, has dealt with that. And it's why can Christopher Eccleston's Doctor travel back to the dawn of time? Why is this going like this? And apparently that was explained in an escape room. So we got the Eighth Doctor and the Daleks together in this Time Squad. With this Time Squad, and they think these changes to the universe are coming from this planet called Rax, I think, that you've never heard of before. And these are actually quite good characters, because you get there and the Daleks are like deeply terrified of them and are looking to have an alliance with them. But again, it's not explained at all why the Daleks feel this way, right? It's just not explained. And all this could have been set up in that first audio called was it He Loves Me Not, maybe, and it just wasn't, and it could, now I'm seeing more of it. I'm seeing how it's totally falling apart. So they go to this planet, and the aliens there are very seem to be nice. They seem to be like the human aliens. They seem to be nice, but then it turns out no, they're not nice at all. They're not nice at all, and they going around devolving people with this weapon that they found that was left over from the Cthulhu. And again, none of this is really well explained, but yeah, most of what I would recommend this audio for is the uneasy alliance between the Daleks and McGann's Doctor. That's good. That works pretty well. And you know what? I think the reason it works well is because you had Nick Briggs voicing all the Daleks, and I think Nick Briggs will go, a Dalek would never say that, or I think he had some kind of creative control, and because all those scenes are good and all those scenes work. Everything else, it could work if they explained it, but they don't explain it, and I just don't understand why. And again, the Raxians are a reasonably interesting and compelling species. So let me read you the blow for it. The people of Rax are happy to begin peaceful negotiation with the Dalek Empire. Again, not explain why. Again, or who they are, where they are. We just know they're a powerful race. The two species are preparing to engage in an alliance that will last throughout the ages. No, none of that. If that's what they've intended, is not on the disc. The only one who seems to object to this happy union is the Doctor. Yeah, no, this is totally not what the story is about. He knows that you can never trust the Daleks. Well, that's true. But what's more, he knows that the Raxians should never have existed. So fine, yeah. So we've got this new plot thread in Time Lord Victoria's going through of things time changing, right? Time shifting, time changing. Again, not really that well dealt with. The Vraxians are going to double cross the Daleks. The Daleks are going to double cross the Vraxians. It's all kind of very obvious, Again, everything that was given from BBC Studios, there's things beats that you need to hit work, which is I think it's actually true of the last audio as well. But the only beat they had is he got to end up with this Brian the Ood in a time vortex, and McGann being kidnapped by the Daleks. That leads straight into this. This one I think ends on a cliffhanger that he's in a time ship and they've worked out where they need to go to find the source of the disruptions. And it's at the dawn of time. Again, not explained how on earth they're getting there. So this was written by a woman called Tracy Ann Baines. I think she's a relatively new writer for Big Finish, and all these Time of Victorious audios have been written by new female writers, and it does kind of show. I'm more optimistic for the next one, which is written by Lizzie Hope, who at least has some pedigree, has some experience. It was called Mutually Assured Destruction. Yeah, she's been working for quite some time with Big Finish, so I think that's probably going to work out okay. But in general, Time of Victorious, bit of a damp squid. I would say completely missable. You know what's not missable? My Indiegogo. Go click the button. Go join the mailing list. Oh, another good reason you want to join the mailing list. I'm going to do a super special perk. Both these books are going to be $20 each, and for the first 30 people, are going to be able to get them for $30 for the two. You get $30. I think you get all 4 cards as well. So there you go. You get a bit of a discount, but you only get it if you sign up and if you join the mailing list. My name is Sheila Beckett, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.